Welcome everybody to RiverBender.com on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here on the campus of Alton High School in Godfrey, Illinois. Today we have the Belleville East Lancers as they take on the host Redbirds in a mid-season Southwestern Conference matchup. One of the best conferences in the entire state of Illinois. Today we got a good matchup as the Redbirds come in with an 8-9 record, and they have won 4 out of their last 6 games. However, yesterday they did lose to the Lancers 2-1, and the Lancers come in today with a record of 11-6. However, they have won 2 out of their last 5, but picked up a victory over the Redbirds yesterday. Snapped a 2-game winning streak. So on the mound for the Redbirds today is number 11, Riley Phillips. Here's the first pitch. There's a ball upstairs, and that is to Zechariah Georgian, who is batting with a .367 batting average. A good leadoff hitter for the Lancers, and he takes ball 2. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss by Georgian, bringing the count to 2-1. Pitch by Phillips is high again, ball 3. So he falls behind in the count to Georgian. See if he can battle back. That is a strike in the strike zone. Phillips Georgian on a 3-1 count decided not to swing away there. Count is full at 3-2, and the pitch is outside for ball 4, and Georgian earns a leadoff walk to start the ball game. That'll bring up number 11, Sam McAnulty, another left-handed hitter. But that's good for Phillips since he is also a lefty. McAnulty with a .275 batting average. Only 4 RBIs, though. And with 11 hits and 12 runs scored. Phillips comes in today with the best record for the Redbirds, which is 3-1, and has thrown just over 15 innings. And allowed 8 runs, 6 of them earned with a 2.47 ERA. There's a pickoff, and they got Georgian in a rundown, but it hits off his helmet and into left field. How often do you see that? And those throws from first base are, well, you see it for a lot of times. They look pretty accurate and simple, but those are harder than they look. And the throw from the first baseman of the Redbirds, that was from number 15, Adam Stiltz, went off of Georgian's helmet. But Georgian doesn't care. He's on second base with no outs, and it's a 1-1 count to McAnulty, and that pitch gets away from Owen Stendeback. That is a pass ball, and now Georgian is at third base now. Within 1 pitch. And now the count is 2-1 to McAnulty. Phillips looking to settle down. Here's the throw, and that is a swing and a miss. Brings the count to 2-2. Zechariah Georgian at third base, no outs. swung on, fouled back. And we'll do it again. Looks for a sign. He has it in a swing and a miss. McAnulty chased that one upstairs, and Phillips gets his first out of the game with a strikeout. That brings up the third baseman for Belleville East, Evan Gray, who is batting .354. It's a swing and a miss. Well, Phillips, when he's getting the ball in a strike zone, majority of the time so far, the Lancers haven't been able to connect on that end. There you go again. Although that was a breaking ball in the dirt, and Gray chased that one, and now it's quickly 0-2. It's perhaps the Lancers' best hitter at .354 batting average. That swung on and fouled beyond the first base side and over the Redbirds' dugout near the concession stand. And we also have a girls' soccer game going on in the field adjacent to the baseball field right here. The 0-2 count is taken high and inside for a ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's a little bit high and inside again. Now it's 2-2. That's fouled away again over the first base fence. Alton was 4-4 on April 2nd on a 3-game winning streak. And then they went on a 3-game losing skid after that. Pitches inside again. Now it's 3-2. Gray was down 0-2, and now Phillips fell behind in the count. They're trying to pitch him inside, and Gray not swinging. Here's the payoff pitch from Phillips, and that's high for ball 4. Looked like it sailed on him a little bit, and that's his second walk of the inning. And the Lancers have runners on the corners with 1 out, and that brings up Gabe Tyndall. Tyndall is also another hitter batting over 300 with a .342 average. No home runs, 4 doubles, and 13 hits. Takes strike 1. Pitch from Phillips, and that is swung on and could not hold his swing up, and that is a strike to make it 0-2. Phillips had Evan Gray, who's on first base at 0-2, but then fell behind and ultimately lost him with a walk. And there's a pickoff again. Gray heading to second base, and now he's hung up in between first and second base. It's thrown over. Now they throw over to third base to get Georgian. He is out. And then it's thrown away into right field. And Gray heads to third base, and he might score here. Little miscommunication into the outfield, and Gray will score from first base. This has been a fascinating first inning. So the Redbirds infield had Gray hung up between first and second base on another, well, somewhat successful pickoff move from Phillips. At first it was excellent execution by Alton. That swung on and a slow roller to the third baseman, and he bobbles it. That will be an error on Jackson Brooks at third base. So that's 2 errors now by the Redbirds in just a matter of moments. They did an excellent job of throwing out Georgian, who was at third base, and then Brooks threw the ball away into right center field, and it looked like there was a miscommunication between the two outfielders there. It took a little bit longer to gather up the ball, and Gray was able to round all the way the bases for a run, and that's where we are now. Belleville East leading Alton 1-0. So here's a 2-0 count on the next hitter, Gage Cruz, and he takes a strike. So if this first inning is any indicative of what this game will be like overall, we are going to be in for a fun one. 2-1 the count. Phillips, that's high for ball 3. Hitters count at 3-1. Runner goes, and that is high for ball 4. That is the third walk of the inning by Phillips. That'll bring up Drew Gray, who is yet another left-handed hitter. In fact, so there's Tyndall and Cruz at second base and first base respectively. Here's Drew Gray, the 6th hitter of the inning. Good off-speed pitch. That's strike 1. Drew Gray is batting .250 with 9 RBIs and a home run. That's strike 2. On the outside corner. Three walks, an error, and a strikeout thus far. 2 errors, actually. Runners go, and is that a swing and a miss? And they're going to say, is that a foul ball? And no, they're not. That's going to be a ball. And both runners advance on a double steal. Huh. That is interesting because it looked like he was close to swinging all the way or just swinging enough to be called out for a strikeout. And that ball gets away from Stendeback in the dirt, and that is going to be another run for the Lancers. Tyndall scores to make it 2-0. So far the Lancers have scored 2 runs without even getting a base hit. How about that? And now Cruz is on third base with 2 outs, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, and that is outside for ball 3. Gray trying to extend this inning. Full count, and that is outside for ball 4, the 4th walk of the inning. And this will now bring up Number 4, Zach Gebhardt. Who is the second baseman. Runners on the corners with 2 out, and now we have time. They take a timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be back in 30 seconds here from RiverBender.com in the top of the first inning. We'll resume action here with runners on the corners with 2 outs. Riley Phillips on the mound has walked 4 batters. To start the game off, runner goes, and that gets by Stendeback. Throw to Phillips, and that hit off of Cruz, but he already had scored, and that makes it 3-0, Belleville East. So the Redbirds they keep making mental errors. And still the Lancers have not gotten a base hit. They've had a runner picked off and 1 strikeout, and then they've gotten on with 4 walks and then an error. That's a strike, inside corner. Redbirds just trying to get out of this inning. That makes the count 1-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and that is a called strike 3. Phillips gets out of the inning with a strikeout, but not before. A 3-run first inning for Belleville East, and the Redbirds now will go up down by 3 runs. You're listening or watching on RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Welcome back to RiverBender.com as we resume things in the bottom of the first inning. Alton surrendered 3 runs to the Belleville East Lancers this past half inning without allowing a hit. 4 walks and 2 errors. Sees Belleville East off to a 3-0 start. Here's the leadoff hitter for the Redbirds, Leo Toll. And he faces off against Drew Gray, who, just like Riley Phillips, is a lefty. Pardon me, that's Dylan LaHoo, who is batting leadoff, and he has a .341 batting average. With 15 hits and 8 RBI. And he takes another ball that makes it 3-0. Gray for the Lancers has a 1-0 record, and this will be the 3rd game appearance he's made and the 2nd game he's started. And not off to a great start as he walks LaHoo on 4 pitches.
Shortstop number 2, Robbie Tall, number 2.
And that brings up Robbie Tall, who is batting .352 with 19 hits, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, and 12 RBI. So far, a decent response by the Redbirds. Get the leadoff man on first base. There's the pitch that's inside, gets away from the catcher, and LaHoo advances to second base. Gray and the catcher have a short conversation at the mound. Now we're back to action. Gray looks for a sign. And time is called by the home plate umpire. Gray looks at second base, delivers, and that's outside. Oh no, that's a strike. Why say? I thought that was outside because I got a view right behind home plate. But apparently that caught the corner. That makes it 1-2. Now we got a time, and it looks like a balk by Gray. LaHoo will go to third base, and now get an argument. That was an argument there from Ryan Wiggs. Now back to the action. It's a 1-2 count on Robbie Toll. That's a curveball. High and outside makes it a 2-2 count. Toll looking to line this pitch. That's high for ball 3. Back-to-back breaking balls. Sail on Gray a little bit, and now we're at a full count. No outs. Runner on third for Alton. That is low for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Now Coach Wiggs will jog out to the mound and have a chat with Gray. We now have a combined 6 walks in the first inning.
Pitcher number 11, Riley Phillips.
And now the 2 pitchers will face off. This is Riley Phillips at bat in the 3-hole, trying to help himself with 2 men on base on the corners with no outs. And he takes a ball. Both pitchers starting out with having a tough time of locating the strike zone. And that continues. Ball 2 on Phillips. Jackson Brooks is on deck. Phillips is batting .396 with 3 home runs and 23 RBIs. And we still haven't had a hit. This is the 10th batter overall to approach the plate. 2-1 count to Phillips. Here's the delivery, and that is a strike. Good location by Gray, and that makes the count even at 2-2. Runners take their lead from third and first. Gray has a look over. Now he delivers. That swung on, grounded foul. And we'll do it again. Definitely not an ideal start to the game by either side, really. Though Belleville at least won't mind having a 3-0 lead and scoring the way they've scored, and that is lined to left field. That will score LaHoo from third base. And the Redbirds get on the board in the first inning and now trail 3-1. That is an RBI sac fly from Riley Phillips. That'll bring up Jackson Brooks. Brooks, a right-handed hitter. Toll's on first base with 1 out. There's the pitch. That's high for ball 1. That is a strike, but it gets away from the pitcher, or the catcher. And that advances Toll to second base. We've already seen that before. So Owen Stendebeck and Ryan Gunter, both catchers, they've had a bit of a hard time of catching the ball. Not in the dirt, just a routine pitch that's gotten by them. That's a swing and a miss by Brooks. Gray powered a fastball by him to make the count 1-2. Alton, we got down 3-0, could tie this game up on one swing of the bat. And that gets away in the dirt from Gunter, and now Toll advances to third base. This is almost a replica of the top of the first inning, where we've had a couple of pass balls, already 2 walks this half inning, and still no hits. Two and two count to Brooks. Gray has his sign and delivers. That's inside and gets away for the third straight time, and Toll will score. 3 straight of a combination of pass balls and wild pitches, and Toll scores from first base, which is where he started. And now it's 3-2. And a full count on Brooks. And that is high for ball 4. So we've now had 7 combined walks. This will be the 12th hitter of the game overall, and still no base hits, and 5 runs combined.
First baseman number 15, Adam Stilts. Game.
So it goes without saying that both pitchers so far have had control issues. And we still have not gotten through the first inning. That brings up Adam Stilts, left-handed first baseman. That's outside for ball 1. Stilts from the stretch, fires inside. Got away from Gunter a little bit, but not far enough for Brooks to think about making a dart for second base. There's the 2-1 pitch coming up. That's high and outside for ball 3. Well, if this game continues to go like this, we will be here for a pretty darn long time. Hitters count at 3-1. That is a strike. The runner goes. I think Brooks thought it was going to be a walk, but either way, it worked out for him. He was jogging for a second on the way to second base, and you can't assume in baseball, and he did assume. However, I think Beverly's were a little caught off guard too, and he makes it safely in the second base. Full count, and that is another walk. Adam Stilts. So now both pitchers are up to 4 walks each in the first inning. And that will do it for Drew Gray. How about that? Head coach Ryan Wiggs decides not to take any more chances. So no hits allowed. but 4 walks and 2 earned runs. And we will be back in 1 minute after this pitching change from RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Welcome back
Once
to
I got here to
RiverBender.com, and we
Clark, I
got
felt
a bizarre
connected to this
start
It is about
of the game. We're still in the bottom of the first inning. It's 3-2 Belleville East, but both teams
into these areas they're
haven't
interested in.
collected a hit
And it
yet,
gives the chance
and we scored
for
5
students
combined
to
runs.
develop a
The
more
new pitcher in the
full version
game
of
for
themselves.
Belleville East is Jack
Lewis and Clark
Temmer
for me
after
is going to be the
Drew
place
Gray
that I found myself.
couldn't get through 5 batters. And
Brightway
he
Imaging
walked
has been
4 of
serving
them.
Riverbend's
And here's a
radiology
bunt
needs for over a decade.
by
Brightway
Tyler
services
Stewart,
include
and he
MRI,
is thrown out,
X-ray,
but not before
ultrasound,
advancing
and mammography. Brightway offers
runners
a more private
to
and comfortable experience,
second
with
and
caring
third base.
and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers
And that'll
lower cost
bring up
exams with
number
pricing
21,
you can understand.
Nathan Lemons.
Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
And also the Alton starting pitcher, Riley Phillips.
Has free checking
he
become a
walked
thing of
4
the past?
batters.
Not if Liberty
and then
has
there were,
anything to say about it. With 3
2
free personal
errors on
checking
the
options
infield.
and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank
This
locally,
inning, Alton's
bank
first
Liberty.
run was scored,
For
and
more
there's a
information, visit www.
fly ball hit the center field over the center fielder, and that will give Alton the lead. That's off the bat of Nathan Lemons, who is on his way to third base, and he will have a stand-up 2-run triple, giving the Redbirds a 4-3 lead and our first hit of the baseball game. And that'll bring up number 9, Caleb Noble, the designated hitter. And that is a strike. This game is completely turned to 180, and we're not even out of the first inning yet. That swung on, and Noble hits a Texas leaguer to left center field, takes a wide turn across first base, goes back, and he drives in Stewart to make this a 5-3 Alton lead. That'll bring up the catcher, Owen Stendebeck, who is the 9th hitter in the lineup. That's low for ball 1. And that's ball 2. Now Temer and East trying to get out of this inning, and that's a pop-up in the shallow center field, and that will be caught, and that'll end an extraordinary first inning, which sees Alton on top of Belleville East 5-3. We'll be back shortly here at RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found
back
myself.
to RiverBender.com, and well, if you're a fan of high-scoring baseball, then you're in for a treat, because after one inning, we have a 5-3 game between Alton and Belleville East with the host Redbirds on top. Here's Riley Phillips back to work. After he had a shaky first inning by allowing 4 walks and 3 runs crossing the plate. That is into dirt and back to the backstop. This brings up Jack Temer, who replaced Drew Gray on the mound. So highly doubt he thought that he would be pitching. He would probably have to pitch in the first inning, or for a vast majority of the game, as it seems like. That's a little high and inside for ball 3. So Phillips, first batter after the first inning, gets behind in the count. That's grounded to the right side, fielded by LaHoo, and thrown out at first base to record the first out of the inning. Up next for the Lancers is number 10, Dylan Donjon, if I'm pronouncing that right. Donjon. An interesting game like this, there's room for interesting names like Donjon. He's batting .267 with 3 RBIs. And 8 hits, and 9 runs. Now the count is at 1-2. It'd be important for the Redbirds if Phillips can just get by Don John and have 2 quick outs to settle in, and that is a swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. Stendebeck will have the throw to first base to Stilts for the putout, and he does successfully. And for the first time in the game, we've had back-to-back outs. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Zechariah Georgian, who led off with a walk. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is low for ball 2. That's high for ball 3. So is Phillips kind of out of his funk, or is just this another trip around the order going to bear fruit? As Georgian looks at strike 1, 3-1 count, and now it's ball 4. So for the second time in a row, he draws a walk. That's 5 in the game now for Phillips. That brings up Sam McAnulty, who struck out his first time up. Pick off over to first base. And Phillips, he's actually, well, that's the 3rd time he's done that, but the previous 2 clearly showed he has a nice pickoff move as he had 2 guys stranded in rundowns. Although both of those times didn't exactly work out. Oh, and 1 the count to McAnulty. Swung on and a miss. Makes it 0-2. The Redbirds can get out of this inning without allowing any runs. That must feel like, from an inning ago, like making heaven and earth move. And that is a pass ball and moves Georgian to second base. Still having a bit of a difficult time with both catchers so far of getting in front of the ball. Here's the sign. Stendebeck could throw him out at third base. Close play, but Georgian is ruled safe. So in 2 pitches, Georgian is moved from first to third base. Two into the count with 2 outs. That is a cold strike 3 on the outside corner. Phillips gets out of this inning unscathed, and Alton maintains their 5-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning here on RiverBender.com.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Back to RiverBender.com.
Call Barry and see us.
As
Your local independent insurance.
Dylan LaHoo, the leadoff batter for the Redbirds in the lineup, leads off the second inning just like he did the first. As the Redbirds look to build on their 5-3 lead after falling behind 3-0 early. Then came back, scoring 5 runs. And the key hit of that inning was a 2-run triple by Nathan Lemons. And they, after 5 batters, they chased Drew Gray, the starting pitcher for the Lancers, out of the game, and now this is Jack Temmer on the mound. After falling behind 3-0, he throws a strike and then throws a ball to walk LaHoo for the second consecutive time. That'll bring up Robbie Toll.
Shortstop number 2, Robbie Toll.
Toll coming into the contest hitting .352. Arguably, he's been Alton's best hitter for the last 2 seasons. And he looked at ball 1 there. LaHoo on first base. Swung on. And that is going to be a gapper. Lands right at the .355 sign at the wall. And LaHoo rounds third base, and he will stand up scoring with an RBI double by Mr. Toll. And that'll give Alton a 6-3 lead.
Pitcher number 11, Riley Phillips.
That'll bring up Phillips. Who has an RBI with a sacrifice fly into left field. As a off-speed pitch in the strike zone for a strike. Makes it 0-1. The Redbirds now have 3 hits. That swung on, fouled away. And the Lancers still have no hits, even though they've already put several runners on base. Phillips doing good enough in that department. That swung on, hit to the second baseman. Manages to field a tough hop and throws Phillips out to record the first out of the inning. However, that does advance Tall over the third base. And that brings up Jackson Brooks, who walked his first time up. Swung on, hit up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Throws out Brooks, but that'll bring home Tall to make it 7-3 Alton. And with no runners aboard, that'll bring up Adam Stiltz with 2 outs. And he looks at a strike from Temmers.
First baseman number 15, Adam Stiltz.
Temmels working fast and throws a ball in the dirt to make it a 1-1 count. That is Hit to the shortstop for the second straight time, and Stilts is thrown out. That'll do it for the Redbirds in the bottom of the second, but not before adding 2 more runs as they now lead it over Belleville East 7-3.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Welcome back to RiverBender.com.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to
Evan
this
Gray
place.
leads things off for the Belleville East
intellectual-
Lancers in the top of the third inning as he tries to get something started after a three-run first inning, but since then it's been all Alton as they've scored 7 unanswered runs. Gray walked his first time up. Phillips did a much better job in the second inning after allowing 4 walks in the first, and that is skied out of play by Gray, making it an 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's low in the dirt for ball 1. This is Belleville East's 5th Southwestern Conference game. They're 3-1 heading into the day, and that is a hit off the glove of Stilts, thrown to Phillips, a last-ditch throw, and that is not in time. It looked like a base hit all the way, but nice diving effort by Adam Stilts at first base, but he couldn't corral the ball, and Gray is on base for the first hit of the day for the Lancers. That brings up Gabe Tyndall, who reached base on an error. It's inside for ball 1. Belleville East, perhaps their biggest victory of the season thus far was a 8-4 home win over their crosstown rivals, Belleville West. Maroons are putting together a nice season at 11-2. Their program and their main 3 sports have been overall fantastic, with their football team making the playoffs, and then, of course, their basketball team led by E.J. Liddell winning their second straight Class 4 state championship. That is chased high by Tyndall, but out of the glove of Stendeback, and that will advance Gray to second base. There's a 1-2 pitch with no outs by Phillips. That is a called third strike. Tyndall did not like that, although he didn't say anything verbally, which is how it should be done. Can, within reason, kind of understand why he didn't like that call. That must have hit the inside corner of the plate. That is the third strikeout for Phillips. And that brings up Gage Cruz, the first baseman, who walked his first time up. That is a called strike to make the count 1-1. As for Alton, they come into today with a 3-2 SWC record. It's a swing and a miss again, making the count 1-2. Things were not really looking good for Alton on paper, at least at all, after a 4-3 loss to Class 2 Piasaw Southwestern. But since then, they are 7-5 and have won 4 of their last 6, with their last 2 losses coming to Belleville East and O'Fallon. They were swept in a doubleheader by Granite City. Then after that, lost to 5-1 to Chaminade, who is one of the better teams across the river in St. Louis. So not a ton of shame in that. That's a high fly ball to center field, giving chase to that, and that is going to land on the warning track, and that will bring home Gray from second base, and that is an RBI double by Gage Cruz to make it a 7-4 ball game. East now trailing by 3 runs. That'll bring up Drew Gray. Will definitely feel like he'll want to try and prove a point at the plate after lasting just 5 batters in the first inning on the mound. And he takes a ball. Gray, a left-handed hitter. And Phillips looks back to second base and will start over again. 11 combined runs and just 5 combined hits. You don't see that very often. However, the hits are starting to slowly come along. Phillips has 5 walks and 3 strikeouts and has given up 2 hits this inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That is just high. 3-0 count. See if he has the green light. No, he does not. That is a strike. We've seen that a lot in, if you've been watching enough Major League Baseball, a lot more hitters than usual this season. Maybe it's just told to by just the metrics. Are swinging on 3-0 pitches. That is high for ball 4. That is the 6th walk of the game issued by Phillips. And Gray is aboard once again with a walk. And that will do it for Riley Phillips as head coach Scott Harper decides to pull him from the game after allowing his 6th walk and could not make it through 3 innings. That is the line for Phillips. Was 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, 2 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 2 errors, and 2 innings and 1/3 pitch. And we will take a break here from Alton High School. The Redbirds on top of Belleville East, 7-4 in the 3rd inning.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally.
We have quite an interesting game on our hands here. It's still the top of the 3rd inning, and we've seen both starting pitchers removed from the game, with both of them just having a hard time of locating the strike zone. Adam Stiltz replaces Riley Phillips with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. As he faces Zach Gebhardt, and he throws a ball for his first pitch. Hit off the fist to Brooks at 3rd base, gathers, throws for the out at 1st base. That'll record the 2nd out, and that'll bring up Jack Temmer with runners in scoring position. This is a big at bat for the Lancers. Temmer grounded out to 2nd base, his first time up. Stendeback, again, having a bit of a hard time catching some of the pitches, but that doesn't cost as it doesn't get far away enough. 1-0 count. That is outside for ball 2. I haven't been keeping track of the balls and strikes ratio, but it's got to be very close overall. We may have more balls thrown in this game than strikes. Stilch with the windup. That is a low again for ball 3. Dylan Donjon waiting on deck. That is low again for ball 4. Stiltz did not get the call. And now Donjon is up with the bases loaded. With 2 outs and 1 swing of the bat can tie this game or give the Lancers the lead again. Got a pinch runner for Temmer at first base. That's CJ Kagas. Bases loaded with 2 outs for Donjon, and that is a curveball in for strike 1. That was a nice pitch. I could see the movement on that one. up in the press box. Swung on, fouled away, quickly 0-2 on Don John, who did in fact strike out his first time up. As the 9th hitter in the lineup for Belleville East. Stilts throws, that swung on, fouled away again. Just over the Alton dugout end, there's a fan who was walking completely unaware of where the ball was landing and landed just about a foot away from them. And that swung on, hit to LaHoo at second base. He gathers, throws close play, and he is out by a step. And Alton gets out of the inning, allowing 1 run. And they will come up to bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning with a 7-4 lead here on RiverBender.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Back to RiverBender.com for the start of the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is number 10 for the Redbirds. That's Tyler Stewart. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2. That's a ball to make it 2-2. That swung on, hit the right field. Camping under it, and is caught for the first out of the inning. Stewart is now 0 for 2, and that'll bring up Nathan Lemons, who owns the biggest hit of the game thus far with a 2-run triple to give Alton, at the time, a 4-3 lead in the 1st inning. And he takes for ball 1. Make that ball 2. That had to be Lemons' biggest hit of the season, because coming into this game, he's batting .125 with limited at-bats. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Jack Temmer. That is high for ball 3. And Lemons got jammed and hit the ball off his ankle. Clearly shaken up by that, but he will walk this one off. Over there, gets instructions from first-year head coach Scott Harper. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Temp, and that is a ball, and that will be the second time Lemons has reached base, this time with a walk. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Caleb Noble. He brought Lemons home in the first inning with an RBI single. So the Redbirds, bottom of the lineup, has produced thus far in this game, which is being played out almost like an MLB game, as we started at 4:30 and now it's 5:47 and we haven't even played 3 innings. That's a swing and a miss. The players get a slight break from the sun with a small cloud in the sky, and that is lined up the middle for a base hit by Noble. He's now 2 for 2. That'll bring up the catcher, Owen Stendebeck. He flied out to shallow center his first time up. And the infield is in. A swing and a miss. When I say infield, I mean Gage Cruz at first base. Answer's looking for a double play ball. Stendebeck takes low for ball 1. Swung on. Slow roller to the third base. This will be a tough play, and there's not even going to be a throw from Evan Gray. And that is Owen Stendebeck's first hit of the season. Coming into today, he had 13 at-bats with 20 plate appearances with 1 run and no hits to show for it, but that time he legs out a short ground ball to third base, and he will now go back to the dugout for get his catcher's gear put on. Move a pinch runner, and that is a liner into left center field. That'll bring home 2 runs. Throw down to third base was in time, but bobbled. And that was a base hit from Dylan LaHoo, and that will be a 2 RBI double. Making it 9-4, Alton. Lemons and Noble scored on that. That'll bring up Robbie Tall, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI double. That is high for ball 1. Pinch runner on third base is Caden Ackle for the Redbirds. They have 2 men on base with 1 out. with Robbie Toll up the bat, and he hits a high fly ball to center field. That is over the head of the center fielder. LaHoo did not get a running start from second base as he was looking to tag up, and he will score anyway, along with Ackle with no throw from the cutoff man, and now it is 11-4, Alton leading over Belleville East. That is the second double of the day for Mr. Toll. And now we got a mound visit from Coach Wiggs. And it looks like we got a pitching change as well. And it looks like that'll be Gabe Tyndall entering. And while he warms up, we'll take a short break here on RiverBender.com as the Redbirds now lead 11-4 in the bottom of the third inning.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at Brightway Imaging.
And now this is Riley Phillips up to bat, who started the game as a pitcher, and now he's at first base. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI sac fly, and he lines that foul into the Lancer bullpen. Oh, we've almost played an hour and a half of baseball. We're still in the bottom of the third inning, but the way the Redbirds are hitting, this could be a shortened game. That's balled one. This is Gabe Tyndall on the mound for the Lancers as Phillips hits a high fly ball. This is deep, and that is gone. And he smoked that one. Riley Phillips plays long ball. And that makes it 13-4 Alton. That was absolutely smoked by Riley Phillips. And the Redbirds have busted this game wide open with 6 runs and still 1 out in the third inning. That's inside. To Jackson Brooks. And he swings and fouls it up. That'll be in play. That'll be caught at first base for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Adam Stiltz, who is now the pitcher. Started out at first base. And he looks at that one for a strike. That's swung on and hit the right field. This one's trouble. And that is off the right field wall. That barely stayed in there. And Stiltz slides in for a double. That barely stayed in the park. Maybe if Stiltz did a couple more push-ups, that one's out. And now one swing of the bat can give Alton a 10-run lead. Now that would not mean, and some of you probably know that are aware of the 10-run rule in high school baseball. But for the game to end right now, oh no, there still has to be 4 innings played. We still have to get to 5 innings. Top of the 5th for a 10-run rule, but if it's the top of the 5th actually, or 4th, so if Alton were to score 6 more runs, then the game would be over. However, there are 2 outs. And still, the Alton's pitching hasn't by any means hasn't been impeccable, so there's still every chance for Belleville to cut back into the deficit. And for anyone who is wanting some shade, now that you got that opportunity with the big cloud coming in the way. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Stewart, and that is fouled back. We do have some soccer players warming up off to the side or potentially in foul ball territory. But everyone is okay so far. Stewart is 0 for 2 with a ground out on a flyout. He pokes the ball to the shortstop, fields an awkward bounce, and throws Stewart out for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before a 6-run 3rd inning by the Alton Redbirds, and they now lead Belleville East 13-4 as we head to the top of the 4th here on RiverBender.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money.
Welcome
we care
back
about
to
your family.
RiverBender.com as Adam Stiltz takes the mound for the 2nd inning as his team, the Alton Redbirds, have a 13-4 lead over the Belleville East Lancers in a Southwestern Conference game here. Yesterday, the Lancers won at Belleville East, 2-1 in a game that was completely the polar opposite of what we have here today. That's lofted in the left field by Georgian, and that will be caught by Leo Tall in left field for the first out. That's the first time Georgian has not reached base. That'll bring up Sam McAlnity. McAlnity, that's his name. And did he hold up his swing? And no, he did not. That is a strike. Didn't even need the first base umpire for that one. That is a pop fly. And Stilts is under it, and he has it for the second out. 2 quick outs, which has been a complete rarity today. That'll bring up Evan Gray. This is the, by the way, the 1-2-3 hitters for Belleville East, who so far have 2 hits. Redbirds doing a much better job of limiting the walks. That is a curveball inside for a strike, and that was a beautiful curveball, by the way. 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit in the right field. Camps under the ball, and that is it for the top of the 4th inning. That was a quick one, and no runs for the Belleville East, and Alton still on top, 13-4.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past?
Leading off for the Redbirds to start the bottom of the 4th is Nathan Lemons, who is 1 for 1 with a 2-run triple and a walk. Ever since the Redbirds have come up to bat in this one, it has been all them. 13 runs in 3 innings thus far. When yesterday they only mustered 2 runs and now are all over the Lancers today. Three 3-0 count, and that is a strike to Lemons by Gabe Tyndall, who is the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Lancers. Lemons fouls that one back. Lemons, who is the 7th place hitter for the Redbirds. That swung on, fouled back again. That brings it to a full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Tyndall. And that is a called strike 3. Lemons looked like he was fooled by that breaking ball. Held off on that one on a full count. And that is the first strikeout of the game by the Redbirds. And that'll bring up Caleb Noble, who is 2 for 2. Both of his hits have been singles. And that's a swing and a miss, quickly making it 0-2. And that is outside, gets all the way back to the backstop. Alton's record is 8-9, but you could argue that their record hasn't really kind of implied what kind of team they really are overall. And today has been an example of that. They have been all over Belleville East's pitchers today. That's outside for ball 3. Pitching-wise, it's definitely not been great. As Riley Phillips, their best pitcher, statistically, their best pitcher coming into the game, left in the 3rd inning after just walking 6 batters as Noble strikes out. That's the 2nd strikeout of the inning for Tyndall. That brings up Owen Stendeback, who last time up got his first hit of the season. And that's a strike, making it 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. Just hit the screen and the backstop. Working quickly, it's pitch outside, making it 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Tyndall. That is high for ball 3. Was 0-2, now 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. That is swung on and fouled back, and that will get out of play. And we'll do it again. Stendeback is the 9th hitter in the lineup, and that is a ball inside, and Stendeback gets a walk. That'll bring up Dylan LaHoo at the top of the order, who has reached base all 3 times he's been at the plate. 2 walks and a 2-run double his last time up. And once again, Caden Ackle will pinch run for Stendeback. Swung on, hit to the 3rd baseman. And that'll retire the side as we head to the top of the 5th inning. First time all day we've had no runs in 1 full inning, as the score still is 13-4 Alton as we head to the top of the 5th.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts.
Welcome back to RiverBender.com. As we are in the top of the fifth inning now, game is sped by a little bit quicker now. Adam Stilts back on the mound for his third inning of the game, and he faces his counterpart, Gage Tyndall, who both of these guys probably didn't think they would be pitching today, or at least so early, and that is a slow roller, jammed him on the fists, and that is a put out. That is also the fifth straight batter retired by Stilts.
First baseman number 17, Gage Cruz.
That'll bring up Gage Cruz, the first baseman, who is 1 for 1 with a RBI double and walked his first time up. That is popped up. On the infield, Phillips calls for it, and he has it. Ed corrals it. Quickly 2 outs. That brings up Drew Gray, who has walked both of his times up. Well, it nearly took a couple days to get through the first 3 innings, and now it's gone by rather quickly. As the first pitch is a line out to Lemons in center field, and that'll do it. Seven straight batters retired by Adam Stilts as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here on RiverBender.com.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience